They say blood is thicker than water. But what happens when blood spills because of family? Tonight, we're diving into 5 of the most disturbing true stories of brothers who turned against each other, and sometimes against their own families. These stories are not just about crime, they're about betrayal, jealousy, greed, and horror, hiding within the bonds of family. Story 1. The Menendez Brothers, 1989, Beverly Hills. On August 20th, 1989, Beverly Hills police discovered Jose and Kitty Menendez brutally murdered in their own home. Shot with shotguns at close range, the scene looked like something out of a mob movie. The killers? Their own sons, Lyle and Eric Menendez. At first, the brothers claimed it was a break-in, but as investigators dug deeper, their lavish spending spree raised suspicions. Eventually, they confessed to the crime. Some claim it was revenge for years of abuse. Others say it was pure greed for their inheritance. Either way, the Menendez case remains one of the most infamous examples of brotherly betrayal in history. Story 2. The Whitaker Brothers, 2003, Texas. In December 2003, the Whitaker family celebrated dinner together. But as they returned home, shots rang out. The parents were hit and the younger son was killed. But the shocking twist? The mastermind was the eldest son, Thomas Bart Whitaker, who planned the ambush and even arranged for his own brother to die. Why? To inherit millions. He manipulated trust, set the trap, and betrayed his own bloodline. His father, the only survivor, later begged for mercy at his trial, saving Bart from the death penalty. A father forgiving the son who destroyed his family. A haunting tale of family and betrayal. Story 3. The Briley Brothers, 1979, Virginia. The Briley brothers, Linwood, James, and Anthony, were known around Richmond, Virginia, as troublemakers, but in 1979, they unleashed a wave of violence that terrorized the city. Random murders, brutal assaults, and unthinkable cruelty made them one of the most feared crime families in America. They didn't just kill strangers. They involved each other, creating a pact of blood and violence. Eventually caught, they escaped prison in 1984, sparking one of the largest manhunts in Virginia history. Their crimes remind us, sometimes, the strongest family bonds can be twisted into a weapon of pure evil. Before we dive into the last 2 chilling stories, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the full-length horrors waiting in the shadows. Story 4. The Cray Twins, 1960s London. Reggie and Ronnie Cray were more than just brothers. They were legends in London's East End. Nightclubs, protection rackets, and connections with celebrities gave them a dangerous mix of glamour and menace. But beneath the sharp suits and fame was darkness. Ronnie's violent temper and paranoia drove them deeper into crime. The twins didn't just hurt rivals. Their own relationship fractured under the weight of violence and madness. Reggie was loyal, but Ronnie's brutality pushed them both to ruin. Eventually, they were sentenced to life in prison. The Crays were brothers bonded by blood and destroyed by it. Story 5. The Bondurant Brothers, 1986, Tennessee. Terry and Pat Bondurant were rural brothers from Tennessee, but their legacy is one of the darkest in Southern crime history. In 1986, both were convicted of multiple brutal murders. Locals whispered that they didn't just kill. They cooked and served human remains at barbecues. Some called it rumor, others swore it was fact. What's undeniable is the sheer horror their crimes brought to the small community. Family gatherings should bring people together. But in the Bondurant household, gatherings ended in blood and terror. From Beverly Hills mansions to Tennessee cabins, these stories remind us that sometimes the scariest monsters are not strangers in the night, but the people sitting right across from us at the dinner table. Family is supposed to protect us. But when love turns to greed, jealousy, or madness, blood becomes the weapon. If you want more chilling stories from real history, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because family secrets aren't the only horrors we uncover here.